I know a pretty good bit about painting, like on a truck, like automotive painting. A lot of the times if you're painting plastic, you need to, especially rough, like textured plastic, you're going to want to sand it with like 600 grit to start out with, wet sand it, soak in water, get all the grease and stuff that might be built up on and off. Anyway, so you're going to want to wet sand it, and then keep building your, like working your way up with sandpaper. Like the higher the grit, the finer the sandpaper is, like the smoother it is, until you get all those pits and stuff in the plastic smoothed out. And sometimes you want to spray filler primer between the sandy stages to fill in the little pits and stuff like that in the plastic.
Kind of like mine.
Yeah, it just fills it in. And anyway, and then after you get it all sanded out, smooth, primered up and everything, a lot of times I'll spray some kind of adhesion promoter on it, to help the paint stick to plastic, because plastic's always breaking down. It lets out like gases kind of, and oils and stuff like that. So it's really hard to make paint stick on plastic if it's not, some kind of like composite mixed with like fiberglass or something like that. So anyway, that's how I paint plastics that's not really meant to be painted on a truck. Like, like the valence on the bumper, like the bottom piece is on the very bottom of your bumper. And if you're painting like metal on a truck, you just want to sand it down. If it's just, the second time it's ever been painted from the factory, you just sand it down, rough up the clear coat, and then just paint it. I mean, if it's been painted a few times, you want to sand it all down to bare metal and start over again with primer, and spray the primer, let that dry, probably sand that if you need to, and then you'll spray the base coat, and you'll spray the clear coat, and you might need to wet sand that after it dries and smooth it out, and you can buff it, wax it, get it nice and shiny. But